Hi everybody, Thacia here with Legacy of Light in conjunction with One Love Wellness Center here in Menasha, Wisconsin, coming to you for day 51 of my 365 days from my heart to yours. And today I have going to share something from the Book of Awakening in Mark Nepo. I'm really loving his style of writing and the daily messages that I'm getting from him. And also I picked a card for y'all to go with it from the Rainbow Warrior Activation deck, which is also one of my faves due to my rainbowness. So December 17th reading is Healing Ourselves. And really what this whole 365 days is about healing ourselves and healing ourselves so that we can be our best selves to love those around us and to love this life that we are living here. So in this world, hate never yet dispelled hate. Only love dispels hate. This is the law, ancient and exhaustible. And that's Buddha. One of the most difficult things about healing from being hurt by others is how to put to words to rest when those who have hurt us will not give air to the wound, will not admit to their part in causing the pain. I have struggled with this deeply. Time and again, I find myself confusing the want for justice and the need for witness of the wound. Physical wounds are hard to miss, but emotional wounds are seldom visible. This is why they must be looked at and acknowledged if we are ever to heal. Yet so often our pain is compounded by the very human fact that we never agree on the nature of what happened. If we do, we may never admit it to each other, or the amends we feel we deserve may go with the hurt, or with the hurtful one to the grave. As with so many other crucial negotiations of life, what's required is to honor what lives within us. We must bear witness to ourselves, for there is no power as embracing or forgiving as the authority of the portion of God that lives in each and every one of us. And for me, I find, the same need, or, confusing the want for justice with this need for the witness to the wound. So, someone has done something to us, and we want that witness. We want them to know the pain that it has caused us, and we want them to acknowledge their part in the pain. And it's really hard sometimes to let go of these instances when they don't. When they have just moved on or whatever, or, it's in the past through some breakups that were just, maybe everything wasn't known. And I struggled with just letting those go because that person didn't acknowledge their part in the relationship of the pain that I felt. And sometimes we have to look at maybe ourselves and not acknowledging our part in these relationships. Our part is the pain that we've caused the other person, that we may know, but we don't want to necessarily come to terms because, well, if they wouldn't have done that, then I wouldn't have done this. And it's just, it seems like an endless cycle. But when we can find the love in ourselves in these situations to just let the other person go if they don't acknowledge, and to let our attachment to these needs go, to the need to be recognized, to the need to the other person to know what they did and to know how they've hurt you and to know how, you've struggled since, and they may never know and they may never admit. So we have to come to that part of forgiveness where we can just let go of the attachment for the need for that other person to know. So we are required to honor what lives within us. So to honor the divineness and just ask for guidance in how we can let these things go they're not helping anyone, and certainly not you. If you can't come to terms to just realize and just let these things go, they will continue to hurt you, not the other person. And to forgive ourselves and to ask for forgiveness from that person for whatever we may have done. And our part in, these relationships, it's not all one-sided. These things happen. And it's the duality, the two. We're going through these lives, these experiences together, with all other humans. And we can only be responsible for ourselves. And we can't make somebody else responsible for what we assume or think their part should be. And just these attachments to, making sure that the other person knows is really just plaguing for yourself. And it's just part of something that you are able to choose to let go. And to choose to forgive yourself for holding on to it now that you see, now that you are aware. It's like this path of tiny little baby steps. And each one brings you, closer. But it's also just learning to allow ourselves to be on this path and to not have that self-hatred or like, oh, I should have known better, or why would I, So what if it took you a little bit longer to realize something? It's okay. So he has a little exercise that you can do if you'd like to after the video. It just says, sit quietly until you begin to feel safe and bring into view a wound that hasn't healed. Breathe steadily and look directly at the wound, bearing witness to yourself and all that you have been through. Breathe fully and let your compassion for yourself be the air to cleanse the wound. So, in these wounds that, pain that we believe others have caused us, in the end, it's us. It's ourselves. Respecting ourselves, respecting our divineness, and having compassion for ourselves that ultimately is able to go beyond these things and to finally let go of our attachments to them. So the card that I chose, asked to go with the message, ended up being the Guardian. These are. I'll just let you look at that for a minute here. Try to hold it steady. So the Guardian, the Spirit Guide, the protection, sanctuary, preservation, conservation, salvation, and belief. In the real world and all other dimensions, there are many conditions that inspire different forms of guardianship: peace in time of confusion, conservation in time of drought, spirit guides, teaching and protecting us on all levels, or forgiveness and mercy when our hearts are breaking. No matter the type of protection, we will traverse both sides of the relationship during the tenure on this planet. Is there someone you need to forgive or offer your voice to others when theirs is jumbled and confused? What beliefs or ideals do you hold that no longer serve you or support you? Now is the time to take in a deep look at who and what protects you and why. Is your protection of another enabling them to grow or not? Take this opportunity to share your gratitude with all who champion your well-being. So have this gratitude for yourself, for championing your own well-being, and have that gratitude for everyone else, and let go of these attachments to the pain that others have caused you, for them to know what they've done. And have that gratitude for yourself, for who you are now, for the love that you're giving yourself now. And the joy that you can have now. And that's how we create, that's how we manifest quickly, is in our joy and our love. And certainly when we let go of the attachments to this pain and this hurt and this anger, when we can say thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, I forgive you, and I bless you. And these things will bring you that peace, and it will release it will release the hold of this pain, and you can look at this situation and just love it and integrate it, and you know, when you're thanking it, it's made you who you are. This beautiful, magnificent being. This pain has made you that. And rejoice that it can be part of you, and that you don't have to hold on to the attachment of the emotions to that experience. And that you can integrate it into your very being. Integrate it into you, because then you will find balance, you will find peace. And you will find the joy and love from that. From that hurt, from that pain. There is always the balance. And it's up to us to choose when we want to perceive that. Because we're the creators, so it's our perception. No matter what has happened to you, what has happened to us, it's our choice, it's our perception that brings about our reality. And so, to heal ourselves, we just have to let go of these attachments. I think that's all for today. So, I love you all, and know that you are eternally adored and loved beyond all measure. So I love you, and I will see you tomorrow.